Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to OMSI 2. Today we are in Gainsborough. We're on Gainsborough Phase 3, which has just been released in April 2022, and we're going to be driving the route 100 from Gainsborough to Lincoln via Saxilby. This route runs every 60 minutes and takes about 50 minutes to complete, which I imagine means we've got a 10-minute turnaround at the other end before coming back. So that's all well and good. We're going to be driving the Scania version of the Enviro400 MMC by Studio Polygon, and the reason that I have picked this bus is because I've found this nice little Lincolnshire road car repaint on a Fellows film. Now this would be branded as the Interconnect, which is all well and good, but I couldn't find an Interconnect repaint. There probably is one. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I didn't look too hard, you know. I just saw this and was like, ooh, yeah, shiny. We'll have a bit of that, thank you very much. Let's just get it set up. We need to be going over here to stand B. Now, Gainsborough is a map which I've never really had a good relationship with. You know, it's not a bad map. I just don't find it particularly interesting, you know. But then again, that said, perhaps that means it's a really, really good map, because I don't find the city of Lincoln particularly interesting. Anyone who's watched my train simulator videos, what am I doing wrong here? Why will the bus not start? There we go, it's starting now. Alright, hang on a second. Pop that on. Get ourselves set up for the journey. Yeah, so it's roughly a 50-minute journey. Quite a lengthy journey, and I'm hoping that there's lots to see on the way. Let's get that on there. I do like the Scania version. You've known, if you've watched my previous videos, that I am quite fond of this Scania. We've got Lazzarini high back seats, which are very comfortable. There we go. We'll have a bit of, yep, we've got our side lights on. That'll do. And let's pop on the destination 100. Oh no, hang on, the destination's not working. Why is that the case? Right, bear with me. Right, yep, panic not, all is sorted now, it's absolutely fine. What I need to do is just get myself set up again. There we go, bus will be withdrawn. And 28, just change the time a little bit. Right, we're all ready to go, so we'll pop the 100 in. I don't quite know why, but it hadn't copied over the HOF file when I downloaded the new map. There we go, we've got a nice white LED destination, Lincoln via Saxilby. Let's just get all our lights back on in the bus. There we go. We'll try again. There's an ALX400 that's just off there, where the new version of the ALX400. There we go. Right, off we go. Let's not forget to pop our driver login back in. 9810. Don't tell everyone my PIN, please. Thank you. Right, away we go. Of course, with it being a Scania version, this is... Oh, hang on, we're kangarooing. Is that because we've not got enough air? I think that is because we've not got enough air, but it's fine, it's fine. We won't worry about that. We have got our handbrake off. Yeah, we'll just get some air while we're just doing this guy's ticket. It'll be fine. Now then, sir, what do we want? We want a zero fare. Right, okay. So the first guy to travel on our bus, he's having a free ride. I'm assuming that's because he's got some sort of pass of some description. We can only assume, can't we? Right, so yeah, route takes 50 minutes. I hope you're buckled up, ready to go. I'm certainly raring to go. I'm really looking forward to see what's changed on this map and what we have to offer. I think, did this route only go to Saxilby before? It didn't go all the way through to Lincoln. So it's nice that we've actually got a long distance route for OMSI. That's real life, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, we love Arcala. I've fallen out with Arcala recently since I changed all the timetable and broke it. I need to get Fully to send me another copy. But yeah, so I've fallen out with Arcala purely because of my own stupid fault. So yeah, this is a nice long distance route. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Arcala, the map is fantastic, but this is like based on a real route, isn't it? So that's good. You know, it's nice to have somewhere based in real life. Oh, we're right, there we go. We're off to the right here, so we're branching off from all the little local routes straight away. There we go. I wonder if that guy outside China supermarket knows he's in an OMSI map. Yeah, he's just checking his phone. I imagine there's a cigarette in that hand. I wonder if he knows. You know, that we're sat here looking at him now. Oh, there we go. Straight onto Trinity Street. Oh, I hope that child has just stepped out into the road. What are you doing, man? I guess since the law changes in the UK, pedestrians can kind of just do what they want now, can't they? And with no comeuppance. Oh, hang on. Way. At least he waited to cross. That's all right, isn't it? But then that child that nearly got run over. I did go through on a green light, didn't I? I'm beginning to doubt myself. Maybe I went through on a red light and then you will all mock me in the comments. Like, yeah, goes through on red light, moans that there's people crossing. Yeah, it's the sort of thing I'd do. There we go, right. I wonder if we'll actually sell a ticket this time. Good morning. Nope. 0 fare for the old lady. 0 fare for you. Right, okay, I'm beginning to see a bit of a theme here. Oh wow, you actually want to pay money. Well, that's good. £2.50 change, sir. Thank you. I'll take his 5 note. Of course, the Scania doesn't have that really irritating thing with the foot brake, where you have to put your foot brake right down. Nice church. I like that little arch on the outside. You know, so far, this is nice. I'm enjoying this. I don't know, have I ever driven the Route 100? I don't know if I have, to be honest with you. Maybe it was just an AI-only route. Oh, right, okay, we're branching off. So we're going in the right-hand lane for straight forward. Grimsby to the left, we're off up here. Yeah, I would quite like the Stagecoach livery to go on this. Obviously, Stagecoach operate around here in real life. I don't believe that they use the Lincolnshire road car branding. I believe it's probably just all Stagecoach corporate livery. Yeah, I'd quite like a nice Stagecoach. Interconnect Route 100. It's a purpley livery, if memory serves me correct. I think what it is if they've got a pass, they all get a free ticket. So nobody's scanned their pass and just got on, have they? They've all asked for a free ticket. Oh my lord. I mean, are we going to be able to get under here? 15 feet? Just? My lord, that is close. Dear me. That is very close. Oh, I don't like it. I mean, of course, Stagecoach do tend to use low-height Enviro400s, and this is a full-height Enviro400 MMC, which will explain. Yeah, the livery was done for the full-height version rather than the low-height version, so obviously we will probably handle that bridge with a lot more ease if the livery was on the correct bus. I'm assuming it's on the wrong bus. Maybe they have full-height Enviro MMCs as well. You are parked in my bus stop. Idiot. Yeah, pedestrians and the general public don't make this job any easier, do they, really? Parking in silly places like that. Right, where are we going? Are we just going around to the right? There is nothing said. Nope, okay, well we'll carry on then. Nobody coming. Oh, hang on. There we go, right, round we go. Obviously real traffic might have let you out there, but of course this is OMSI. They don't really do, like, slowing down to let you out, do they? Oh yeah, that's kilometres an hour, duh. I was looking at the kilometres an hour on the outside, thinking, surely we're not doing 50 miles an hour. That's ludicrous. Do you know what? So far, Mr. Moose, you have the Joe seal of approval, providing it doesn't get massively worse en route and lose all its quality once you're outside Gainsborough. I'm just gonna take a little trip to the middle of the road here and back out again, just because I don't want to decapitate my bus. I don't believe there are any Enviro400 MMC open toppers just yet, and I don't think Stagecoach would be very happy if I provided them with one. Hey, there we go. Right. Have we got a good curb clearance yet? Fantastic. I like the fact that he's got the demand correct. Really does have the demand correct. What's this sort of London? Oh no, it's a bus stop sign. Duh. Yeah, really has the demand correct on this map. You know, it doesn't have a great service around here. Public transport is quite scarce, and it does say that in the description. Simply because there's not a lot of funding, I imagine, that goes into public transport. As well, there's not a massive amount going on around here that would demand such a regular bus service. You know, I mean, they're all like little towns in the middle of the East Midlands and Lincolnshire that don't really, you know, they don't demand such a high density network. It's just a very weird area of the country. I make no apologies for saying that. It's just an odd area. There just doesn't seem to be anything going on either. I mean, I went to Lincoln once, and it just felt like the most boring place on earth. But yeah, the problem with that is that there's not an awful lot of people that'll get on your bus unless you've got like your passenger density turned right up, which then when you forget to turn it down again and go drive on Pimlico, you'll end up with thousands of people trying to get on your bus. So you just kind of plodding along. I like the overgrown and the welcome to Lee sign. Oh, hang on, we'll just brake for the 30. Yeah, you're just kind of driving and driving and driving without picking anybody up. And again, if that's an accurate representation of what the route's like in real life, which I thoroughly imagine it will be, you're, yeah... then you can't really argue, can you? Ooh. But yeah, so far, I think that this is a massive improvement on the last version. We did end up on the last version with lots of solid blocks of colour, particularly this purple colour of the flower in front. Lots of solid masses that was actually quite garish, whereas he seems to have really paid attention to the detail in the flora. Which again, it can make a map. It can be the difference between a map being brilliant and just kind of mediocre when you get all these solid blocks of colour. You know, you want a lot of variety in your foliage. You know, even though that's the same bush, rotate it, you know, make it at different angles so that it looks, you know, because you don't get loads of bushes that are absolutely identical down the road, because that's just silly. I do need to actually speed up here because I'm quite conscious of the fact that I'm just getting later and later. Way. We can speed a little bit, can't we? Of course, now we're in this rural community. We're not picking anyone up, we're not dropping anyone off. I mean, hell, do we even have anybody on the bus? Oh yeah, there's a couple of people. There's a obligatory standing lady, despite the fact that we're on a double-decker bus, madam. There's lots of seats available. Ooh, do you know what? That might be a fantastic photo opportunity. If we, oh, there we go. Look at that. With the long queue of cars behind us, I love it. There we go. Oh, hang on. 30. Hey. Snaith. Knaith. It's probably pronounced Nath. Oh my lord, we're going round at quite a rate of knots there. Over what's probably a railway line. Maybe. Strikes me as the big long straight road and then over a bridge like that. That's definitely a railway line, isn't it? Or a river. One or the other. Thank you. Cheers. Yes, bye. Right, off we go again. Back out into open countryside. I wonder at what point we're going to meet the bus coming the other way, and I wonder what sort it will be. I reckon it'll be an ALX400. Oh, we're absolutely back on time. That's good. Pear Tree House. Now that sounds like a pub if ever I've heard it. The temptation to just pull the bus up outside and nip in for a couple. I mean, it's not like we're transporting... Wait, hang on. A great big massive ump in the middle of the road there. It's not like we're transporting any passengers about, is it? You know, we've not got anywhere to be. Wait. It will be interesting to see Lincoln, though, because obviously Lincoln seems a lot more built up than Gainsborough. So it's like we're actually heading towards the city now. Is Gainsborough... I think Gainsborough's just a town. Gainsborough's probably not a city, is it? Oh, hang on. We're really late now. I was going to say if we're taking a wrong turn, but I don't think we have because, I mean, hell, if there's no routes meant to come down here and he's done all the scenery for it, that is dedication. Got this weed repeating here, quite evenly spaced. Not so much a fan of that. Bit more generic, let's have more generic. So far, actually, the foliage has been really, really good, but that's just a little bit too consistent for my liking. Do you know what? We're gonna go round. Pear Tree House, no pub. Or maybe one of them is. Maybe I've missed it. I don't know. Hell, you get up to some speed down here, don't you? Maybe this is a route I need to do in real life. National speed limit, of course, being 50 miles an hour, and I know if you're, you might be sat there thinking, no, it's not, Joe, it's 60. It's actually not in a bus or a heavy goods vehicle. National speed limit on a single carriageway road is 50 miles an hour, so we'll be careful not to go faster than that. Yeah, when I was doing my real bus lessons, I struggled to remember that one. I'm flying down in my Optare Solo, 58 miles an hour, and my instructor's looking at me like, do you want to just apply them brakes? I'm like, why? I'm perfectly within the speed limit. I mean, nearly 60 miles an hour in an Optare Solo is quite a spectacle to behold anyway. I think this is limited to roughly there and that about. We're flying along, look at that. We're actually running a little bit early now, so I'll put them brakes on. So I imagine there's a junction or a sharp corner of some sort here. Oh, old lady wants to get on. At Kexby Corner. Wait. Good morning, madam. Oh, zero fare. Who'd have thought it? Thank you. Go and sit down, my dear. That's what I would call a nice, efficient stop. It's quite nice, though, when you think to get a long section of running between stops. A lot of buses don't pick up and drop off. Unless you're in big cities, you're not stopping at every single stop. You know, you do get quite a lengthy period of time where you're just plodding along. You know, and that's nice that you get that on this map. It makes a nice change. Again, Arcala, you do stop quite frequently. West Country, you certainly stop. You stop at more or less every stop on West Country, with the exception of between stops. Whoa, hang on. I know that that's changed a little bit since OMSI redid the map. Fox and Hounds, well that is a pub, although it's called the San Martin. Is that taken from West Country? The Sand Martin? Did West Country take it from somewhere else? I don't know. But yeah, another Sand Martin pub. Maybe they're a chain. It's a possibility, isn't it? It's like OMSI's answer to Wetherspoons. There's just a lot of Sand Martins cropping up everywhere. There we go, we'll take this nice and steady because I think there's a bit of tight cornering coming up. Yeah, that'll do. Has to be said, you don't get a lot of thrash out of the Scania, do you? Really, in comparison to other buses, it's a good sounding engine. Don't get me wrong, I love this bus. The Enviro400, since it was redone, is fantastic. It really does sound good, but at the same time, it sounds appallingly bad compared to other Scanias that you're on. I mean, this is a newer generation of Scania, isn't it? So it'll have an Eco-Life gearbox, which you can't hear the ZF at all. You know, the engine's probably a lot more eco-friendly. I imagine that the engine is a lot larger on the Scania N250UD than what it is on the Enviro400 with an E40D. Sorry, my child, we've just gone whizzing past you there. She'll want a concessionary, won't she? Oh no, she wants a child day saver. Well, thank you, dear. Yeah, if we're getting a little bit technical for you now with all this Enviro400 talk, basically, you get two chassis on an Enviro400. You can either have a Scania or an Enviro400, like an integral, so an Alexander Dennis chassis. An E40D is the Alexander Dennis, and the N250UD is the Scania. Of course, there's E40Hs and stuff like that, but they're all very much a likeness. Just one's hybrid, one's diesel. But yeah, the Scanias do seem to perform a lot better. It's probably due to the fact that Scania still make walloping great big engines, whereas every other operator or every other coach builder, chassis builder seems to be going for kind of piddly little engines that are all environmentally friendly. You know, being nice to the environment is good, but I mean, this is a bus. You're taking lots of cars off the road. Let's be a little bit thrashy. You know, make bus travel fun. That's one thing, particularly in the north of England. There's quite a lot of hills, and a lot of these bus designers design these buses for London. You know, where it's essentially flat, and these little engines do cope quite well. You know, whereas up in the north of England, like having a 6-litre Enviro400 or a B5 TL, try to cope with the hills. I mean, there was an Enviro400, a first one of the SM14s in Halifax. So, you know, not a new bus by any stretch, but that was going up a hill in Halifax, and it was going so slowly you could actually read that they were Bridgestone tyres on the damn thing. You know, and you're just like, for goodness sake, whatever happened to, you know, something with a bit of oomph? I realise I'm just flying along at my own speed here. I don't actually know what the speed limit is. Is it 30? Oh no, it was national. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on, that were a bit firm on the old brakes there. Well, I'm really enjoying this, you know. This is an absolutely fantastic map. There's a link in the description, of course, as always. I will also put a link to the livery that I'm using. You might just have to diddle about with your HOF files, because I had a little problem. Oh, what's happening? Somebody beeped the ticket machine. I mean, this is exactly kind of the roads that you think of when you think of Lincoln and all round there. You know, there's not really a straight road to get from A to B. There's kind of very windy roads. But then, as a driver, this is kind of what you want. You know, lots of windy roads. You're having to really think about your driving. You're not just booting it from one stop to another. And, you know, another thing this has got going for it, it's actually really well timed. Like, we're just driving at the speed limit. We're not driving particularly fast. We're not driving particularly slowly. We're just going up to the speed limit. And we are keeping to time really, really well. You know, we've not got massive, massive amounts of time sat at timing points, for instance, which on some maps you do. You know, some maps are so tight that you find yourself tear-assing round and still being late. So you're not actually driving, you know, it doesn't feel like you're simulating a bus, because obviously you wouldn't be tear-assing round in the bus, because obviously you've got your passenger comfort and safety to think of, but you can't think of that, because you're just looking at yourself getting further and further behind on the clock. So this has got a really, really nice balance of running to time, but also, you know, you can take in the sights. Sturton. Thought that was an area of Leeds. Oh no, sorry, the area of Leeds is Stourton. Everyone pronounces it Sturton, but I refuse to jump on that bandwagon. It's S-T-O-U-R, which is Stour. This is how you spell Sturton. S-T-U-R. Thank you. There's a lot of people from Leeds will be all in the comments now. I think you'll find it's pronounced Sturton. Ah, no, I don't believe you. It's a lie. Oh, graveyard on the right. Don't get a lot of graveyards in OMSI. You don't seem to see them all that often. A lot of this lot could do with mowing the lawn. Look at them all, scruffy so-and-sos. Sturton by Stowe Primary School. It's a garage. It's absolutely a garage. That's never been a primary school in all its life. Oh, hang on, she wants a 0 fare. Thank you, dear. And another 0 fare. Yeah, you don't take a lot on this. That is never a primary school. It's a garage. Or maybe that's the no, that's a bungalow. Yep, Sturton by Stowe Garage Primary School. It's a little bit ominous. I won't send my child to a garage, no matter how much it told me it was a primary school. Oi. Went with the right bang, didn't it? I'm shocked body's collapsed above my head. That is another brilliant thing about this. The rattle sounds are ace. I mean, you know I like this bus. You don't need me to justify this bus to you. I've said in so many other videos how much I recommend this bus, how much it is currently, as of April/May 2022, it is my favourite double-decker, without shadow of a doubt. Got an ALX 400 coming the other way on the 100, so that means, ding ding ding, we are approximately halfway there, folks. We must be getting near Sturton village centre. A whole 2 people getting on my bus now. Yep, 0 fare. I wonder where the timing point is. That strikes me as a good timing point. Right, after this one. Oh, thanks for that. Heck. Right, we're off up here, past the Eagle Inn. Nice that there's a few other pubs as well. We've got a, is that a Spar on the, yeah, a Spar on the left-hand side, right-hand side? Oh, hang on, we're nearly up the curb. A Spar on the right-hand side. I'm looking in the mirror. It's not working. Yeah, I think that might have been a good timing point. We appear to be coming back out of town now. But it's fine, we'll just plod. I mean, we've been plodding for most of the video. So I would absolutely love to diddle about with the timetable on this and the AI list and have like an every 10-minute frequency. You know, every 10-minute service on this line. Or every half an hour, maybe every 20 minutes, I don't know. The only thing you've got to watch out, of course, is around just outside Gainsborough. You know that like housing estate where that car was parked? It wasn't really a housing estate, was it? It was just a very narrow street with the parked cars on either side, because the AI buses will get stuck. They'll just end up facing each other and end up stuck. So you've got to be really, really careful. It's nice to introduce an AI timetable with lots to see, lots of buses coming the other way. But of course, yeah, you've really got to be careful. And of course, the demand, it's just not there. No matter how you dress it up. I mean, hell, you don't need an every 10-minute service in the middle of nowhere like this. Who are you transporting about? The square root of bugger all, that's who you're transporting about. We are absolutely motoring now, listen to that. I mean, for an MMC, it sounds brilliant, doesn't it? I know, like, compared to other Scanias, it doesn't sound great, but compared, you know, just for an MMC in general, it sounds fantastic. This might actually be a good one to bring the Studio Polygon Renown on when that comes out, or the Master Switch. Ooh, yeah, Master Switch B7 RLE Eclipse 2. That'd be nice and thrashy up here, wouldn't it? Can get some sort of nice Stagecoach branding on that. I mean, I know they don't really have B7 RLEs. They had some for the Cambridge Busway, didn't they? So maybe they've still got them lurking about. Maybe we could repurpose one in an interconnect livery. That'd be ace. Maybe they could have an every half an hour service down here. I'm just trying to think of how I could diddle about with the timetable to make it a bit more interesting. I mean, I don't mind voiding realism every now and then just for a bit more of an interesting drive. Maybe Stagecoach have realised the error of their ways. Oh yeah, every hour, sorry, we've kind of... Oh, Saxilby. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, we've kind of realised the error of our ways here. We've kind of been a bit mean to you lot, giving you an only every hour service. Here, have an every half an hour service. We'll double your buses. That'd be nice. Or maybe they just get bought out completely by a different operator. I mean, I did that on Scunthorpe. I changed all the AI from Stagecoach to First and Arriva. You know, they've taken over. They've taken over. I'm surprised there's no bus stops down here, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, at all. St Botolph's Church. Oh, hang on. Here's my bus stop. Oh, there's a few getting on here. The congregation, hello. There we go, £2.50. Yeah, thank you, dear. Zero fare. I think I've made about £15 worth of tickets on this. So you can kind of understand why it's difficult to make money here when you think of the amount the diesel costs to actually transport these people about. I'm hoping that Lincolnshire Council are subsidising this, because otherwise we're just hemorrhaging money. Absolutely hemorrhaging money. Maybe it's a tendered service, I don't know. Oh, we're actually getting a few people on now. Hello, child. £1.65. Flipping heck. That's the first time I've ever had to give 5 pence back on OMSI. Zero fare. It's a nice touch, the zero fare thing. I like that. Like, they're not just getting on and booping a pass. You know, boop. They're not doing that. It's quite nice that you actually have to do something and give them a ticket. Because a lot of places, like, on a lot of buses, if you have an elderly concession pass, they do still give you a ticket. Even though you scan it, you'll get a ticket. Or you certainly used to. I don't know if that's still the case now. But, yeah, it's quite nice that's a feature. They don't just all get on and zap the passes. Saxilby Village Hall. I am aware that we are quite a bit early here. He'll want a concessionary, won't he? Yep, there we go. Oh, there's quite a queue of traffic behind me. Quite a queue indeed. I'll just take it nice and steady, even though there's a big queue behind me. What's the point in rushing? We're early. I don't understand how we're making up so much time. Like, we are so early. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skip a minute there. Cheating, really, isn't it? But right, £1.65 flipping X. So you want £3.35. 3.20.35. I mean, that is like, oh god, right, you want more now, 35p. £3, yeah, day ticket, that's nice and simple. Thank you. £2.50, thank you, madam. We've actually sold tickets, folks. I mean, that is exciting stuff. The children and the elderly have all paid for tickets, and the woman who looks perfectly capable of paying for a ticket, she's got a freebie. How does that work? Hell, water's flowing a bit fast, isn't it, over there? Oh, hang on, we nearly ran that man over. Look at how fast the water's flowing. Maybe it's just a reflection. Looks like it's flowing at about 40 miles an hour. I'm going to say this last must be waiting for our bus because there's no other bus in the vicinity. Thank you, dear. Purple trees. Oh, this looks like we're getting a bit more built up. Well, not built up, but a bit more like, you know, you've got the crash barrier there. Are we maybe getting to some sort of dual carriageway, I wonder? Oh, Lincoln left, workshop right. This is like a main road, isn't it? Took that quite wide. But it's fine, it's fine. Right, get your foot down. You can do 40 down here. But, like, don't get your foot down too much that you end up being stupidly early. That'll do. We'll just plod. Oh, I hope the I'm gonna say I hope the map loads in. I can see the end of the earth. It's one of those. We're doing so well. I really wouldn't want, like, to, you know, the map to just break at the last minute, the game to crash, something like that, because we've come so far together. And I'm actually really enjoying this. It makes a really nice change to just drive a nice, quiet, rural route. And actually, the attention to detail is really, really good. You can see, like, how Mr. Moose has come on from the first Scunthorpe map many, many moons ago. I mean, hell, I think it was even for OMSI 1, where it was left-hand drive, and then all of a sudden it's converted to right-hand drive, and then there's the newer, updated version of Scunthorpe for 2020. I don't know if that was Mr. Moose that did that. I think it was. You know, the first version of Gainsborough through to this. You can really, really see how his map development has improved over time. And that's ace. It's really, really nice to see. Sorry, I slowed down there. I was just thinking, there might be someone that'll just pop out of this bus stop at the last minute. One thing I will say, and you've probably noticed it, the frame rates we're getting are absolutely phenomenal. Again, that's probably due to the fact there's not a lot of AI. You know, there's not a lot of passengers. There's not a lot of cars. There's not a lot of buses. You know, buses are a massive, massive factor in what can hemorrhage your frame rates. I mean, look at Add-on London. There's buses absolutely flipping everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of reasons Add-on London's not great on frames, but buses are part of it. You know, they've got lots of different types of buses. So yeah, it's just brilliant. So if you're perhaps running a computer that's not particularly brilliant, you know, you can manage, you can muddle through. This is a map I really, really do recommend you download. I mean, hell, it's free after all. What's not to love? I didn't even know this was coming out, to be fair, or I'd have shot Mr. Moose. I would not have shot Mr. Moose. I'd have fired him off an email saying, hello, can I have this? You know, a little bit of early access. But literally, I don't think anyone knew it was coming, did they? Well, of course, there'll be the inner circle that'll have known, but like, Joe Public, like, none of us knew. It was like, oh, by the way, there's a new version of Gainsborough out. Hell. Brilliant. Lincoln, 3 miles. We're nearly there, folks. 14 minutes left until we're due to arrive. I mean, we're a little bit early, aren't we? But it's fine. There's a lot of really random beeps from this Scania, which are probably telling me some crucial information, but I have no idea what they're for. Maybe it's just a like, oh, we're just letting you know that everything is alright beep. Another beep. What's that for? Who knows? I wonder what the views are like if we pop upstairs. Oh, hang on. There we go. Why is that camera facing the wrong way? You don't want to view that. You want to look out the window. Ah, you get a nice view from the upper deck. Look at that. Another random Scania beep. Right, there we go. Let's pop back in the cab. Because we're wobbling all over the road. We're not going to look at that on an action replay. I don't know how many lanes we've got on the roundabout, but it seems quite a wide roundabout for one lane. But of course there's no markers, so we'll just do what we see fit. Just take up the whole roundabout, because it's fine. Again, more random beeps. Who knows what's going on? I imagine Studio Polygon will tell me. Way! I reckon we're coming into suburban Lincolnshire. We'll be crashing into the back of this van if you don't put some braking on, Joe. Flippy neck. I'm surprised everyone upstairs didn't absolutely hoff in the shizer us then for that braking. Pull over for our Liz. Hello, dear. Yes. Oh, look at all those cars. They couldn't wait to get past us, could they? Come on, let the bus out. He's letting me out. He's letting me out. He's not letting me out. Oh, there's a crash. That is one good thing about Bus Simulator 21. The second you indicate out, everyone else panics and slams on. You know, they actually do let you out. You know what, I really hope... Oh my lord, look, a building with more than 2 stories. Shut the front door. Well, actually, no, open the front door. Let this lady on, and then we can shut the front door. Right, well, we will actually stop. There we go. Right, we're off. Slamming his foot into the accelerator. Yeah, perhaps we're picking more people up now if we go to the outside. Look, we've got a couple of people on. Perhaps this is because... Oh, look, loads of people walking over the crossing. Perhaps this is because we're coming into Lincoln. I mean, actually, when you think this map is Gainsborough, but Lincoln is the big city, isn't it, compared to Gainsborough? Gainsborough's only a piddly little place in comparison. So it's like, this is... It's kind of flipped on its head, isn't it? Like, we're going into the big place, and that's not the focus of the map. Usually the big place is the focus of the map. And you paid exact, you can come again, sir. Right, hang on. Let's get this round. Force feedback is kicking off at me, probably because I'm trying to steer my wheel into the curb. Oh, you're letting me go? Thank you, sir. Give him a double flash on the hazard lights as a thank you. So, of course, this is all new. I wonder if we'll go over the level crossing, because there is a level crossing near the railway station, isn't there? £2.50, yeah, thank you, sir. Oh, we have actually made some money then on this trip, possibly. Oh, we've made £32.94. How on earth has that happened? Child single. Oh yeah, child singles, they're no, hang on, they were £1.80, £1.65. How's that happened? There's a lot of zero fares. There we go, £32.94. That's not too bad. We're waiting at a red light there. Waiting for something to happen. I don't really know where we're going. I mean, traffic is still moving, so we're not at a complete gridlock. Some offices of some sort on the right here. Maybe. Or maybe they're not offices. Maybe they're flats of some sort. I mean, hell, from the curtains, you'd imagine they were flats. This is where we could end up being seriously delayed. Oh, we've missed the lights. This is a default OMSI junction if ever I've seen it. Berlin Junction. Where it goes wider there. Oh, dearie me. That's, well, I suppose you can't really do anything with that, can you? It just looks like the world ends there quite abruptly. But I guess if the bridge goes up and down, which you can see the traffic's starting to go down afterwards, I guess you would see sky there if there's no tall buildings in the background. Cathedral Quarter and Lincoln North, that's where we're going. 1.6 down at this point. Not good. Not good at all. Hey, dearie me. Of course, you'll be pleased to know we will be visiting Lincoln again, because not Lincoln, Gainsborough again, because we need to have a look at what the rest of the map's got to offer, because I imagine that a lot of the routes have had an update, have had a facelift. But a lot of the other routes, this is the only one that's 50 minutes in length. A lot of the others are 25 minutes. So, you know, we won't have as lengthy videos on the rest of the routes. Oh, hang on. Someone has to get off. Right, hang on. Sorry, I'll let you off here. They're pressing the button frequently. Panicking. Absolutely panicking. They're annoyed we're so late. That's exactly what's happened here. Right, foot down. Oh, Cantonese restaurant. Oh, I feel hungry now thinking of that. That is not what we needed, thinking of Chinese. That is a very... Oh, look, more people on the phone. I mean, that's obviously Prince of Wales. That is a Wetherspoons if ever I've seen it. I wonder if they know they're in an OMSI map. You know? Brilliant. Come on, we can get through these lights. Oh, no, Mr. Van. Ah, you're not going quick enough. We're going to turn across in front of you. Heck, a bit of dual carriageway action. That's the first time this has happened today, isn't it? Get our foot down a little bit, trying... Whee! I'm surprised suspension didn't bottom out there. I'm assuming we're going the right way. It did say... didn't say to turn right, did it? I always like to adopt the nothing said straight ahead rule. Oh, Lincoln bus station. Oh, this is it. Oh, brilliant. Oh, well, we're nearly there. Oh, we've not done badly in terms of timing, have we? Oh, wow, I like this. This is absolutely brilliant. I love a proper bus station. This is something that we do have a distinct absence of in OMSI, really. Like this kind of drive on, reverse off. Right, hang on. End trip. Drive to stand 1. Ah, set destination to not in service. Right, okay. Oh, look at these benches. The whole thing is just ace, isn't it? We'll stop there. I know I'm quite far. Oh no, to be fair, that's absolutely fine, other than the fact I'm embedded in this post. But if you can see past that... Right, there we go. If we just change it to not in service. I don't have not in service. I do have not in service. There it is. Not in service. We're off. We're not off. We're off again now. We're not going anywhere. What's happened? Right, hang on. Right, handbrake on. Reverse. Why is the bus not working? No. Who knows? Right, well, we are stuck here for the rest of eternity then. That's where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do show your appreciation by clicking the like button. And of course, if you haven't already, do subscribe. Yeah, we definitely hit that post. Do subscribe because, of course, we are going to be coming back to Gainsborough. Whoop, through the wall. We're going to be coming back to Gainsborough, having a look at what else has changed on the other routes, and I would absolutely hate for you to miss that. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.